guys, Silver Screen Edits here. Today I wanted to talk to you all about a little known fan theory on Once Upon a Time. It is about Emma Swan. And some people seem to think that she is the Swan Princess, which would make a lot of sense. She's a princess and her last name's Swan. I think if she isn't, then it's a really big coincidence. Because if you notice, throughout the show, she also wears a swan necklace locket, and so does the cartoon counterpart in the cartoon movie, The Swan Princess. I know the original Swan Princess movie isn't a Disney movie, but I think someone told me it's a Hans Christian Andersen book, which isn't that hard to believe, because Frozen is also a book. It was called, I think, The Ice Queen or The Snow Queen or something like that. And so is The Little Mermaid. So if they are integrating another Hans Christian Andersen story into the series, that would be awesome. Because I know they were at one time looking to do a animated film about it, but I think the company was Nest, got to it first, and that's the Swan Princess cartoon movie we have today. There was also, I think it was the one episode where they time travel when they go back in time. I think it was season 2 or 3. I think it was 3. Anyway, it's right when Elsa is about to be introduced. That episode where they time travel. She's wearing an outfit that looks an awful lot like Odette's from the movie. I know what a lot of you are going to say that's not possible because it's not a Disney movie, that would be copyright, but not necessarily, because it's not exactly like that. It's not exactly the dress she wears in that animated film. It just resembles it, which I think would be a good move for them because it's not copyright and her name isn't Odette. Because they're changing it, much like how Universal Studios did with the new Huntsman movie and Frozen. They changed the stuff, but it's still the same, if that makes sense. I don't think this would have been a intentional move. I think they just kind of, they thought of it and it's just a big coincidence. But I'm thinking maybe they realized it and they're starting to kind of lead us toward that story. Not in a big way, but in subtle little hints, because it's clearly not a story of her past, because she wasn't from the Enchanted Forest, so there's no way that could have been a part of her past at all. But it could be a part of her future. There's also, I think, another scene where she's wearing another similar outfit to a sequel from the second animated Swan Princess movie, but I don't know if that was intentional or not. I think that was just kind of like I said, it happened. And, I don't think this will be one that they actually ever say anything on unless they want to make it part of the story in one of the further seasons to come. But I think it would be an interesting story to tackle, because that would be a really good move on their part, because it's a story they haven't done. It'd be the first time this princess is introduced in the show. Kind of, not really, because she's been in it, but the character hadn't. Like the Swan Princess hadn't, but Emma Swan has. If that makes sense. If it is true, my thoughts on who would be Rothbart or the great animal would probably be Rumpelstiltskin, if you think about it. Because that would make a whole lot of sense, since he is the dark one. But there's also the problem that he wasn't I don't think he ever transformed into an animal in the show, but he was known as the crocodile. There's some other little hints and clues that I'm just not thinking of right now, but I know there are quite a few little hints. Maybe not intentional, but they're there. Like her outfits, her locket, her hair, her clothing, her name. I mean, come on, Emma Swan. It's not that hard to believe she's the Swan Princess. I mean, it's just one of those things we won't know unless one of the producers or directors or TV show confirms it. But it's definitely something fun to speculate about. I don't think it's one of those stories that they'll do soon. Like, I don't think it'll be within this season or the next. It might be one later on. They might address it a little bit in one of the next seasons in like a vision or something, but other than that, I don't think it's a story that they'd really go for, because it would be taking a already really liked character in Once Upon a Time and then adding a whole lot of chocolate to her. You know what I mean? Like, adding what doesn't need to be there or doesn't have to be. She's already a liked character, so why does this whole nother arc have to be introduced when she's already well liked? So that's the reason I think they probably won't go with it, but they might be like, okay, yeah, she's the Swan Princess. If you guys like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. We'll have more videos like this. And make sure to comment. I will get back to you as soon as I can. And I want to thank you all for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. It means a lot. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them in any way I can. Normally the fastest way to do that is just in the comment section. And I will get right back to you all. Thank you all for watching and have a great day.